Hey everyone, Don and Ash here,
Hello.
back for another reaction video. This time we're going to be taking a look at another champion that has been requested time and time again. Last time we took a look at Scion, who was the first Baldy that we took a look at, and now we're going to be taking a look at Asmongold. Okay, we're going to be taking a look at Urgot, Urgot the Dreadnought. Gonna be taking a look at his voice lines. Urgot does not have Urgot does not have any teaser or trailer. Apparently there's like a cinematic he has in Wild Rift, but I'm thinking it's not like a introductory cinematic. It must be like in the game or something like that. And he doesn't have an art theme. He just has the login music theme. And you guys know we're on the fence about the music themes, so not yet, but maybe soon.
Yeah.
But anyways, these voice lines don't have any CC in them, but I'm excited to get into them.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm still caught off.
She wasn't expecting that.
I was not. But yes, overall, I'm interested to get into his character as well. It's not one that really resonates with me off the go, so I'm kind of like a little weary about it. But
I mean, we saw him in the Awaken cinematic, and I think that's the only time that we've seen him in a cinematic. And he was awesome. Like, he's a bit of a baddie himself.
yes.
But of course, in that scene, he's going up against Caitlyn and Vi.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for that team.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, still very intrigued about him, but yeah, let's check it out.
All right, cool. Let's get into it.
Break men to break their shackles. What will you do to survive? Tell me. This pain is a gift. Zorn, bear witness. The fortunate will be the first to fall. The barons are not your masters.
That's right. The barons are not your masters. Old World of Warcraft joke. Anyway, yeah, no, it's very, like, his voice immediately reminds me of Bane.
Yeah.
So, yeah, speaking through, like, the mask that Bane wears. So it's very cool. That
Yeah.
subdued kind of speaking through a gas mask type of sound. And it's just really cool that, like, looking at his splash art here, like, I immediately noticed, like, everything's, like, Chemtech.
Yes.
Right? So,
Yeah.
very cool. We learned that Chemtech is something that, like, Zon has used to pretty much, like, power up their inventions and stuff like that. Because it's like Piltover has Hextech, so their version is like Chemtech.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I noticed his voice right off the bat, and I think it's done really well too. It doesn't seem like over processed or anything.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
you gotta concentrate a little bit on it, but it's still sweet. So let's just let it continue.
Fear is chaos will set you free. Is that crying I hear? Or are you mewling? They put me in chains. They gave me my weapon. You cannot rule what I have turned to ash. I will lay your weakness bare. The suffering is only beginning. Existence is torment.
I'm gonna just pause it there when he said the suffering is only beginning. There is a dude trapped in a tank
Yes.
to the left of the screen, just like drowning. And I'm just like, yeah, Urgot seems very ruthless is the word I'm gonna use. For sure.
Yeah.
I am Zorn's reckoning. What didn't kill me will kill you. Your cries will give voice to chaos. A crucible of pain. Embrace your fear. Pain will not betray you. You listen to my words while my weapons speak. I am not your enemy. Another slave to pain. Death will end your agony. Do not fight it. You will thank me between the screams. Steel is stronger. No more hope. You will know fear. Feel this. The pain will prove useful later.
Wow.
Life
Scary dude.
favors the strong. You will fall so far. All must be tested. I offer redemption. I am the weapon. You have already lost.
Death sounds, perhaps.
Breathing in that sweet, sweet chemtech.
Those are some massive hits, my man.
Comprehend the truth of the dredge. I wouldn't need to drive it into their skulls. Enjoy this final moment before your trial begins. It is time for them to die. Controlling them will be simple. With my hand around their throats.
Ooh.
What exactly have I been killing?
Yo, I just want to also point out that his tattoos aren't tattoos. He's getting branded.
Right? I was already thinking this already, but I was like, just let it play, just let it play. But yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, that is not a tattoo. That is like bubbling your skin. That's exactly what branding would do.
Yeah, no, he's the dude to the right that's branding him has tattoos, but Urgot's like, no, I want pain. Sear my skin. And I was like, whoa, buddy.
Chemtech everything.
Yeah.
Hold on. There's something. That's better.
Did he just take a dookie?
But I still have so much to kill for. Sacrificed for the cause. Raise them up on chains. Zorn will see my message. You admit your weakness. One falls, as many rise. You disappoint me. Now, to destroy everything you love. At last you know your place. I was stronger. Zorn, let this be your warning. Are none of you worthy? Do not waste my time. A pathetic display.
He is angry.
Brutality. I approve.
Those are really good evil laughs.
Power, fear. These are my weapons. A city choking in the Cambaran's grasp. Endless misery. Wonderful. I want to see their faces when I tear their hope away. Few will endure the chaos to come. Their future is carved into my flesh. I was not reborn in the depths. I merely refused to die. Carnage, as intoxicating as Chemtech. If they do not stop me, they will die. It is just that simple. Zorn will be redeemed in the flames. If you hide in the shadows, you are only drawing me home.
Oh.
The weak are condemned, cast into a pit of despair. I climbed out on the corpses. I answer to no one. No matter how loudly they beg, where will they run when the whole city burns?
Yeah, just hearing that, like, it sounded more like the mask effect was a little bit stronger in that one I just played. Just awesome. I also want to point out, like, he's reminding me a lot of, as I look at the splash art in his character, I forget what his name is from Spider-Man, not the Green Goblin, the other guy that has the spider legs. He's a bit of a chubbier. Anybody who's watched Spider-Man might know who he is. I don't really follow the Spider-Man universe that much. A bit of a chubbier character, has glasses, short hair.
Oh.
And he always wore that brown trench coat. And I'm pretty sure the bottom half of him was like spider-ish. Like six legs.
Yeah.
Kind of like
I like vaguely remember.
Yeah. Guys, if you know what I'm talking about, drop the name in the comments down below. But that's who Urgot. I almost called him Scion again. That's who Urgot reminds me of.
Yeah, I'm also like some of these lines where he's like, I was reborn this way, or I crawled out over the bodies and stuff. It's like
I think he said I wasn't reborn this way.
Oh, sorry, that may be right.
Yeah.
But and the last one, like I said, like he crawled out over top of the body stuff. It incites curiosity as to how he got this way. Like,
well, yeah,
what
of course.
did he? naturally, but
Of course,
what
yeah.
did I'm interested to know his story of how he became this way.
I already have some assumptions. I'm just going to assume that he just got too deep in chemtech and just became a product of experiments. That's basically, I mean, that's most of Zon when it comes to chemtech anyway,
Fair,
right?
yeah.
So I'm just gonna call it he's a product of experiments. Whether that's I kind of had the thought maybe he works for a chem baron, but somebody in the comments previously said like he's not friends with anybody. So maybe he just has his own little following. Like maybe he just works for himself. Like maybe he doesn't work for anybody.
Yeah.
And he just has his cronies or whatever. Like maybe he was like just a big intimidating dude before all this chemtech.
Yeah, yeah.
How do I want to call it? Chemtech. Just him changing his body or
As
whatever.
like enhancement.
Yeah, something like that, right? Kind of like reminds me of like cyberpunky stuff, but no, like chemtech enhancements, and maybe he just like had a little gang of people before he became this. Who
Yeah.
knows though? What I've been wondering more is like, what would like him versus Warwick look like, or what does him versus Scion look like? And I
Yeah.
picked Warwick because same area, they're both from Zon, right? But him versus Scion, just because they're two big,
Yeah.
big baldies. It'd be funny if they come to the battlefield with who can polish each other's head the best. All right, let's go.
Screams follow in my wake.
Hold on. Second thought on that. They have their little polish battle, and they go, the rule is whoever walks back to their army and whoever can see each other's head shinier.
Oh my gosh.
That's who wins.
There is no coming back. I will guide you to a new age, born of destruction. Such marvels, built of pain.
He's trying to be all serious. I'm just
I am
trolling.
stronger than man, stronger than machine. I am an idea. Your fear, given chemtech and flesh. Their cries are calling me home. A new order. Chaos. Strength. Will be tested.
I like those deep breaths he's taking.
You are worthy. This is the only truth that matters. A weapon aimed at your head. I am the very definition of a self-made man. We will rise from the rubble, stronger than before. Only those who survive this city deserve it. Think how much stronger they'll be if they live. Tear their weakness away, and nothing is left.
That sounds like a
Was the
Sins line.
pain too much? You only prolong your agony. Do you feel safer? Strength comes from
Yeah.
suffering. Did you think that would save you? Gather your strength. Soon, I will take it. You die when I choose. Come back when you are stronger. Run if you must. You try to flee, not realizing you are in chains. Zon calls for its headsman, echoing from the depths. Our rise cannot be stopped.
Attacks? Maybe?
What is strength if you do not use it? Pain is the act of becoming. It is not violence. It is philosophy. The child is learning. Do you think me so weak as to fall for your charms? My, what have they been up to in Piltover? I must admit, I have a thing for legs. The hand of Noxus can be cut off. Ask your master. A pale imitation. My replacement. Really now.
I wonder if he's the one who cut off Swain's arm originally or something like that. He said the hand of Noxus can be cut off, and the only thing I thought of was Swain's hand. Because Darius has normal hands. He still has his arms, hands. And LeBlanc, I'm assuming, has. It was a her?
Her.
Yeah, LeBlanc
both
has
her
her hands. So, yeah, I'm thinking that's Swain. That's, I wonder if Urgot here cut it off or something like that, let us know in the comments down below.
One has potential. If you feed on pain, I welcome you to the feast. Give me a reason to fear you. You defeated Noxus. For that, I will make this quick. I heard you like to give hugs. The city calls for chaos. She is but the first to answer. Where your loyalties lie, I will bury you next to them. I hope your father begged when Swain betrayed him. This is not your land, and that lizard doesn't even like you. Noxus is lost. Piltover is a parasite.
He was talking to Kled. The lizard doesn't like you. That's not your land. Yeah, he was talking to Kled and Skarl. Don't know who he was talking to previously about Swain betraying so-and-so's father.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Swain.
Quickly, like the index in my head is like,
yeah.
I'm like, who is it?
I'm thinking like, Mel's not a hero.
Right.
But she has connections to Noxus, and Swain did, like, there's, you know what, you see what I'm grasping at here?
Yeah.
I know that Mel is not a champion or whatever, but that's where my brain's kind of going with that, so I don't think I'm right, but let me know what is the right answer, I guess, down in the comments below.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's any spoilers or anything. It would be cool to know where he kind of fits in the story, so.
Yeah. I agree.
Let the rage carry you into my chains.
Oh, and I know people are going to say, Arcane is not League lore, this and that.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Yeah, we know.
You respect strength. Good. Then you understand. Noxus failed you, but it did not punish your betrayal. Caught between two worlds, I'll drag you out of both. You felt my pain. Now feel yours.
The
I will
emphasis.
not kneel to a deceiver. Your coat isn't even as nice as mine. Compared to what you do, this is merciful. How brave of you to volunteer. Don't be greedy. There's enough pain for all of us.
For him to say, compared to what you do, this is merciful, I wonder who he's talking to.
Again,
because as ominous as this guy is, or as intimidating as this guy is, like, who could be, like, who is he kind of complimenting in a dark way, right?
It's Dr. Mundo.
Yes, 100%.
Beneath those gloves, you are broken. The only thing you enforce is limitations. You can die beside them, but you will never be a Demacian. You were made to be a weapon. Embrace it. This is going to be messy. Think of all that you have survived. There is always another trial.
I'm just gonna quickly pause too. He said something about you will never be the enforcer, blah blah blah. I wonder if he's talking to Vi, because isn't her nickname the Piltover Enforcer or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder if he was talking to Vi there.
Actually, in the line right before that was said something about underneath your gloves, or without your gloves, you're nothing.
Oh yeah.
Something.
She probably is talking, or he is probably talking to Vi.
Yeah, those two are like right beside each other, so that makes sense.
Very cool.
Dawn welcomed me with open arms and a knife to my back. No, please, tell me about your religion. That is what I want you to think. Death could not break me. Embrace him. Your strength has saved you. There are more trials to come. The end is near. Accept what you have always known. Cut their weakness out. You only have yourself to blame. If only you were stronger. Unworthy.
It's like seething.
Freed by chains. Get over here. The weak deserve to die. No one will shed a tear. That is why you cry. What kind of monster would kill a child? Oh, right. The world does not need gods.
Annie?
Stars fall the hardest. Say
Aurelian Soul?
Shurima one more time. You think a nation of pirates would never bow?
I wonder if that's Gangplank. What he said, if you yell Shurima one more time. Basically any hero from Shurima. Noxus, Renekton, Azir.
Azir, yeah.
Who else? I feel like even though Talia and everything is from Shurima too, I feel like she's not the character to be yelling Shurima every 2 seconds.
No, exactly.
It's definitely those three
It's
that are part of like the Empire.
Yeah.
Those who stand behind you will share your fate. Keep struggling. Maybe you can save your hat. I considered you
Caitlyn.
my equal. I was wrong. Scream louder. I want Swain to hear it. I am all the weapon I need.
Hate Swain, huh?
Walls come tumbling down. What will be born of your suffering? Noxus already had an executioner. Your friends are the chain you could not break.
Wow. I wonder. I wonder if he was talking about Scion when he said, "I considered you my equal." I was wrong. Never know. I just keep thinking about other big, like jacked, super muscly heroes.
Yeah.
Like they're literally only like Scion and Mundo that I can compare to his size. I mean, there's bigger heroes, obviously, but you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Frankly, I never found you attractive. You belong in a grave. A duel to your death. Slippery, aren't you? Cold as death. I thought you would be bigger. Think of all the innocent barrels I'm saving. Demacia. Indeed.
Is he
I
barrels?
don't know what he said, but he screamed it.
I feel like that's the Gangplank thing.
All the people to fail a test, balance gives way to chaos. Make way for Jarvan the Fifth. You chose the wrong weapon, and Piltover rejoices. I never saw the beauty in death until now. A father should be with his daughter. The storm breaks. Let me introduce you to death. That thing spit in my eye.
Kendra's like,
Every
"Hi."
one of you as dead as the last.
I was thinking the same thing. Hi, Kindred.
Awaits. She'll never escape, and neither will you. Let me know how it tastes. I had my fill of stones in the dredge. You finally live up to your name. Metal. Meet metal. The stars are too far away to help you. Power must be earned. Here, kitty. Every empire falls. Friends to the end.
What if Yumi just
How
destroyed him?
inspiring. As the bones foretold. A quiet, peaceful death. You died the moment you let a god control you. Without Zorn, you are nothing.
Whenever it was Atreus there.
You were the hero. Now you're dead.
When he said you let a god control you, when he's talking about Atreus and the god of war
I thought about that too.
becoming Pantheon or whatever.
I'm sure Valor will swoop down any second. A resplendent death. Feathers and fur. Broken again. Don't worry. I'll take care of those runes. So much anger.
What?
Yes.
I'll finish what the mist started. The sands will bury you all. Oh, Scion, you were already dead to me. Not viable. No music. Only silence. You knew this day would come. You've betrayed me for the last time. You were never in control, obedient to the end. You bargained away your freedom for a frozen stick. Your rage makes you predictable. I liked the old you more. Did you say bow or bow? In the depths, we are all animals. Evil needs a new master. You could have been so much more. Evolution gives way to revolution. Blood in, blood out. The void may learn, but not quickly enough. Bringing the beast to heel. Birds of a feather, die together. We will make Zorn great again.
I make for Khan and Zaya.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, those were interesting voice lines. Like he's very just you can hear the seething rage in his
Yes.
as he's talking. The splash art was very enjoyable to look at as we're listening to the voice lines. Yeah, I don't know. He's just filled with seething anger.
Yeah, I'm like you said, the splash right here really, really helps the voice lines resonate. Because I'm like, you look at him and like that is what he would sound like. And again, some of like I pointed out throughout the voice lines, the emphasis that was placed on certain words or phrases was done incredibly well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was guessing at a lot of the heroes he was talking to. I feel like he was descriptive enough to give you some pretty good hints as to who they were.
Yeah.
It's funny that the guy over here that's doing the branding is being held up by two like hooks on chains or whatever, like on his little backpack here.
Yeah.
He's just like he's shoeless too.
He's hanging out.
Yeah, he's just hanging out. Urgot's sitting in the chair there, so it kind of shows how tall I guess Urgot is. Like he can't just like stand there to the side and
Yeah.
that's kind of funny. But yeah, the voice lines were good overall. I was waiting for him to talk some trash to Scion specifically, or say something descriptive about Scion to at least give me the guess. But no, he straight up said Scion's name. So I would love to see a battle between them. Who do you guys think would win? Who's more powerful between the two, or maybe it's a pretty even standoff. We'll get Dr. Mundo to be the judge and be the tending doctor to the loser of the match. Yeah, I don't know. He was enjoyable. I don't really have much to say about him. I just think that he's a great intimidating character, and I really feel like the voice actor brought the character to life. Like,
Yeah.
great job.
100%. And we did find out that he's not a fan of Swain / Noxus in general.
Nope.
He's got some.
No, it's somebody. Yeah, somebody said previously in a comment he's not a friend of anyone. But yeah, specifically,
Yeah. It seems that there's definitely extra bad blood there. Maybe.
yeah,
He's definitely been crossed.
yeah.
But yeah.
No idea. And I mean, I'm more interested to know his place in Zon or what his purpose is in Zon. Whether he's just like another like does he have like a domain in Zon, or is he part of like I guess Silco is doing like basically in control. And again, I'm going to Arcane a little bit just for reference sake. When it comes to Zon, from our experience in Arcane, Silco was like the one who was running like this underground trade, like in secret type thing, and like drug trade, basically, like the Shimmer, right? And this dude seems to be all in the Chemtech, so I don't know if he has got some correlation to the Chem Barons, or if he's just out to kill Chem Barons. Like he said a couple times, like death basically was saying death is not for him, or death didn't hold him back or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm really leaning into maybe he's just a product of experiment who, they thought was gonna die, or maybe they went too far with him. Whoever they is, whoever operated on him, or maybe he did it himself. Like I don't know, but I just feel like something tipped off, like started this whole body enhancement of him, because I mean, dude has no legs, right? He has like Chemtech bionicle spider legs. So yeah, I'm very curious about that. And I think he also said like they gave me this weapon or something like that, like his arm. He literally is like 1/4 of a humanoid still. So I'm just wondering, the Chemtech's like keeping him alive? Did he almost die? Like, I got so many questions about.
I'm like, he's definitely like live and breathe that Chemtech right now.
Yeah, I've got so many questions about how he came to his current form. Has he like fought Sign in the past? And like, I just want to bring up the splash right again. Has he like fought Sign in the past and like lost limbs? Like, how did he lose limbs? I want to know who he fought and why he's still so confidently angry.
He's like, I will still end you and everyone.
Yeah, basically.
Sick of this.
Well, I mean, when you're bald, you know. No, I'm kidding. To all my bald viewers, I apologize. Yeah, so you guys will have to let us know your favorite things. I think that wraps it up for us. Yeah, you guys will have to let us know your favorite things about this champion. And just, you know, let us know a little bit about the backstory of him. You know, the rivalry between him and not only Noxus, but Swain specifically. And his rivalry with Scion, because he definitely, you know, said Scion's name in one of the trash talk lines, but he also kind of said a couple other lines that were made you think he might be talking to Scion as well.
Yeah.
You said Dr. Mundo, so that might be a very good guess.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But anyways, that wraps it up for us. I really enjoyed these. You enjoyed it?
Yes, I enjoyed them as well.
Yeah, they were super enjoyable. I think that it's really cool to learn about more characters from Zon in general, because, you know, just from our experience in Arcane, if I had to choose what I like more between the two areas, I like Zon more.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, it's not that I don't like Piltover, but I think the edge for me goes to Zon.
I would agree.
Yeah, I feel like it's got more character and you know.
There's so much, I would say maybe like more of a variety of personality.
Diversity, yeah.
Yeah, there's
absolutely.
much more diversity.
All right, well, yeah, that wraps it up for us. And again, let us know your favorite things or things you dislike about Urgot. Or if you always just try to pick the most chonky hero to fight him when you see someone on the other team has picked him. And other than that, that wraps it up for us. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.